Good morning, folks. Here we are. Here I am. So, what we're going to do, come a bit closer, Lacey. You can stand here. Come on along. I was going to do a quick demonstration of what is called mise en place. We're making a vegetable curry. So, I wanted to go through some of the cuts to remind you. It's been a little while, maybe, since you've done some of these cuts. The courgette, it is a fruit vegetable. I think today's cut of vegetables is going to be a paysan. Let me put that down somewhere on the board. Paysan, which means different shapes but the same size. So the preparation session here, some cuts of veg, and we're looking at a paysan. Yeah? It's not all going to be the same shape. It's going to be different shapes, but they're going to be roughly the same size. So I have here courgette. In the oven, I've got some butternut squash. What I normally do with my butternut squash, I roast it halfway, let it cool down, then I dice it up, and then I add it to the curry. It's very delicious, and the texture is banging. Right? Can you see me? Right. So I've got some courgettes here. Yeah, I'm just gonna roughly chop it, but I want it all to be more or less the same size. So you can see, right, this will help you to remember your knife cuts and help you with your knife skills. Yeah, so if I'm looking at this aubergine here, right, I want it to be the same size as the courgette, so I'll just have to more or less like that. Yeah, more or less I say, it's not going to be exactly, but that'll be okay. So, you can do that again. But the main one I want to show you, the main one I want to show you is the onion. How I want you to practice. We've got diced onions today. Oh. So once again, you'll see with the peppers.
But you start the
yeah. So it's like that. More or less the same size. More or less the same size. You're not going to get it exactly the same, but when it all comes together, it will look nice. Yeah, it will look nice and uniform. So you've got that. Tomato. I'm going to cut it down like that. So you might get 8 quarters out of out of one tomato that you've got there. Just do that. Yeah, once again. And I'll finish the rest in a minute. I want to show you the onion. Not so much, I'll show you the potato as well, but I'll show you the onion. You want a dice from the onion. Back that way, you keep the root on. And then you go across like that.
Oh.
Yeah? But we're not going it's not going to be a thin dice, it'll be quite a thick dice. So I cut it quite big, like that. But it's not all the way through the onion, so it's still attached. Look, so the video will be the evidence when they did it wrong. Right. And then I do that. And I should get dice. Yeah, big dices.
Yeah.
Yeah? If I want it thin, I'll get the slash a little bit thinner. Right, so far you've seen that. The last one I'm going to show you is the potato. Oh, the mushrooms. Oh, forget that. Mushrooms, just cut it into fours like that. Yeah? Cut it into fours. Potato, depending on the size of the potato, if you've got a big or a small one, you just want like dices once again, like that. Yeah? So you guys get on with it and then come back to me at 10:30.
Colin, don't you need to remove the white bit? Season, okay.
So I'm going to roughly chop the garlic and quickly do the onions, and then we'll get on with the actual cooking. Make sure you've got your oil. Don't get into this yet, right? The two ingredients that I kind of forgot, and I'm going to admit I forgot them, right, was the salt and the pepper. Right, yeah, but I'm going to put your weight out now. Right, remember, when you're doing about a litre, you only want about 2.5 grams of salt, which is half a teaspoon. You can always add more after, yeah? So, this is my delicious vegetables. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly roughly chop these. So I'm going to cook it all in the curry. So I don't want you too fat, it doesn't really matter, it's vegetable curry. Lovely. Right, what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some oil to the curry, the pan. Not much oil. If you ask me how much, between 25 to 50 millilitres. You don't need a lot of oil. Right? And the first ingredient I'm going to saute off. Saute is the word. Shallow fry. Saute. S-A-U-T-E. I'll write you on the board in a minute. The first vegetable I'm going to saute is potatoes. So they take the longest. If I had carrots, is there carrots there?
Yeah.
Oh, too bad, so sad. I'll talk about later. I might not. What's the carrot? Not too late. Never too late for a carrot, eh?
You might want to back away more. You might want to take you want to choose to not have to go up and down.
Right, so whilst that's cooking away, when you're adding your potatoes, add the carrot at the same time. Don't be like me. Don't forget. Right. Do the little peel. And once again, any shape will do. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be quarters. It can be halves. It can even be round if you want. It's what you want. But let it all be more or less the same size as the rest of the vegetables, yeah? Don't make it extra big or anything like that. We're going to keep it into a fairly uniform size. So, I can turn it up a little bit, there you go. Right, not too much. When you're cooking, keep the heat at a regular temperature that you can manage. Don't have it high. Have it at a regular temperature that you can manage. If it's too high, turn it down. Don't follow anybody else's. You can manage. Right, so as I said before, I can have round if I want. Let's get rid of that. Do that. The carrot's really fairly small, so there you go. If the carrots were larger, I could have half moons if I wanted to do. I'll get rid of that. I could have half moons if I wanted to, yeah. Carrots, you can see. Easy done, easy done. Everybody have a go at that, yeah? It's like that, yeah? There you go. Right, easy. It will come with time. It will come with time, yeah? Your knife skills will come with time. Don't even try to do the things I'm doing at the moment. Just go slowly like that. Nice and slowly. No need to be dancing. There's no music. There is no music. Unless my voice is saying music, you can go ahead. Alright, so I'm going to put the carrots in. Right, and then I'm going to turn it up slightly. Remember, every time you add the vegetables to the hot oil, it brings the temperature down. So once I've done that, I can then start to weigh out my ingredients, and I'll show you what I mean. Now, if it's all dry ingredients, it's easy to weigh out, right? So I'll say 3 cardamons or so. Simple. And then curry powder. You want a level? That'll do. Don't keep it up like this. No, it was too much. It's not really spicy, it's mild anyway, but I want you to start to identify level, heat, because we were using heat sometimes and level sometimes. You understand me? I want you to identify because if you haven't got a scales at home, you should be able to produce it if you use these techniques. You get it? Right, so this is a mild chili. So once again, I'm going to do a little seafood. Yeah? In there. Chili powder, the chili flakes, they can be quite hot. Right? And so, what I would do, I would have half. Half the amount in there. Tomato puree. Then salt. Oh no. And then heat. When you are doing your salt, I'll do it for you. When you do the salt, remember that don't put equal amounts of black pepper in there at all. Not ever in any dish, not even a curry. Always put half or less of the salt, of the pepper to the salt. Never put equal amounts. Right? Because you'll find the pepper will overtake that dish and the customers won't appreciate it. It's better for them to add it at the table than to send the whole dish back because it's overtaken. It's not because it's hot, it's just overtaking everything. No. So, my salt. Yeah? Yeah. I can always add more. Alright, I can always add more, but if it's in there, it's too much. I can't take it out. And my pepper. Yeah? That's it. Let the curry be the dominating flavour, not the black pepper and the salt. Right. So far, now I can add the rest of my ingredients. Every time I look, there's something else to cut. Green chili in the system, don't I? Well, people have to do it earlier. You know what I mean? That'll be good. But hey ho. Right, now, I will suggest you put everything in there except for the tomatoes. Right? So, I'll say it one more time. I suggest you put all the ingredients in your curry except the... Thank you very much. So I've got... I want to make sure that what they get in there, what I do is stick it on my table, on the tray, temporarily, not permanently, so that I can do that. Which is, ooh la la. Now, at this stage, make sure the saucepan that you use does not overspill, so it's not too full, because you're going to get liquid in there. Alright? At this stage of the game, I'm going to give it a few seconds, and then I'm going to add my dry ingredients. Alright? So, yeah, alright. So, I'm going to add my dry ingredients to my vegetables. And just before I add my water in the water, I'm going to add tomato puree and the tomatoes.
Why do you have a tomato?
Huh?
Why do you have a tomato?
Because it's anything wet, you add it just towards the end. Otherwise, you're not frying the vegetables, you're boiling them, aren't you? I want to saute. While that's kind of sizzling away, let me write that word down on the board, yeah? Another word for you. Saute. Yeah? Too shallow fry. So, if we was to define what the curry we're making today is, it's a combination cooking. It's a combination of saute and boiling. Yeah? Because we're going to boil the water in there and turn it into a curry sauce, turn it into a curry dish. So it's frying the vegetables first, saute, and then we're going to add the liquid, the water. We've already got stock in there, so it will form a stock anyway. Yeah? And then the potatoes are in there as a thickening agent. There is two ways of making curry. You can either roast the vegetables in the dry ingredients in the oven, get some flour and butter and make a roux, and add the rest of the dry ingredients to the roux, add water and make a curry sauce and add that to the vegetables, which we will do another time, because maybe I'm confusing you at the moment. But this way is nice and easy at the moment. When we come back from our break, break, yes, Jeff is going to give you a break. Right, we're going to make sure, maybe about 11 o'clock is a good idea, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah? For about a minute. I'll come back. Absolutely. Huh? Yeah, exactly. You don't want too long. You want to spend more time with me and less time out there. Absolutely. What can I say? Right. So, tomatoes. Tomato puree. You bring it up to the boil and then you're going to simmer it. That should take, depending on the vegetables and the very tight, it should take 15 to 20 minutes to complete in the cooking time. So, how much water do we need? I'm going to put a litre. I'm going to put half a litre. I've got so much. I've got much more than you. So I'm going to put a litre in there. I want you guys to put half a litre. So I add that. Now if I don't need all of it, I won't put all of it in there, because it is a curry sauce and not a soup. What's the difference between a soup and a sauce? Yeah, there's more liquid in the soup. It could be the same flavour with chicken soup. Let's put chicken soup. Yeah? Or a chicken stew. There'll be more liquid in the soup and more chicken in the soup. But with the same flavours and same methods. Right, so what we're going to do now, we are going to let that boil and let that simmer. In the meantime, there's no point in watching the pot. Go for a break, come back at 11 o'clock, missing you already. It's supposed to be in there for about 20 minutes, I had it in there for about half an hour or even more. Right? You only want to just half cook it really. You don't have to, it's okay. It is what it is. We're going to have to at the end anyway. So, it should come off quite easy. I really actually, fuck a little knife, put this in on there. You got a little knife there? That'll do. Thank you. Yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do is just add this. You're talking. I'm going to add this to the... on your phone again. Is there a reason on your phone? Continuously on your phone, please. Right. And then I was gonna, it's a little bit overcooked, but it can still work. As you can see, if I get rid of all the seeds and stuff like that, it would add flavour. Come to the front. You seem to come to the front. And your mouth is moving, I don't know why. You might be singing, I don't know. Right, I want you to the front. Right. The last thing we're going to add, just to finish it off, is a little teeny bit of coriander. Fresh coriander, it does wonders to curry. Right. Normally, I use all the coriander because the flavour's in the sauce as well. Yeah? So, yeah. Some people they don't, but it's all the flavours in the sauce, I use all of it. Give it a bit of rinse. And then I'll start with the stalk and just chop it up nicely. Yeah? Put that up really nicely and put that in. And I'll put the leaves in after that and sprinkle the leaves in for a garnish. Coriander, it does wonders for curries. So, sit that in there, and then I'll just chop up the leaves, and later on, when I'm going to serve it with the rice, I'll add the leaves then. Alright? So, I'm just going to chop it up. Nice fragrance to it. So far, so good. Right, so I want you to finish your curry as far as you can by 12 o'clock. Right? And then you're going to go for a lunch break and be back by what time? Tell me, you tell me.
1.
You're joking. 12:30. Right? You got 12 to 12:30. Right? That means every Monday you get a 45-minute break. 50 minutes in the morning, half an hour for lunch. If I give you any more than that, you're going to find it's too much break time and it's going to eat at your practical time. Yeah? So that is how it's going to go. Provided we're working on time like we're doing this morning. If we're running overtime, I'm going to have to remove one of the breaks to make sure you achieve, because we cannot continue coming on a Monday and not completing everything on the Monday. We've got 5 hours, we can do it. So if you're coming into your practical lesson, think about what time is my break, forget it. You'll get a break when you reach a certain level. You're on par with the practical. Cool. If you're running behind time, we're going to have to take it out of the break because we need to achieve. Because after half term, there'll be a lot of practical exams. Today you see me walking around the room helping you guys. When you're in a practical exam, you don't get no help. You have to do it on your own and you either pass or you fail. So take these lessons here, and when I put it on Google Classroom and you can watch it and practice at home, it will do you good. Yeah? Right, so do your thing and I'll come back. Yeah. That's the last part of the lesson, and then we can start tidying up. So, boil the rice. Right, the ratio to the rice is 1 part rice to 2 parts water. So if it's 100 grams of rice, it's 200 millilitres of water, and so on and so forth. Right? And then I'm going to just put a little bit of curry. You might need to add a bit of salt to it. A bit of curry in here. Do you like coriander?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, that's my favourite.
Alright, so If there's something in there, like that, little sprinkle on top like that. Some more corn.
That'd be tight with coriander.
Okay. Like that.
No,
Don't be tight with the coriander.
Oh.
Have a little look. Ooh, delicious, Colin. What can I say? Wish you were here. Right, there you go.